All right, lesson 18. Today we're analyzing data and graphing pre-assessment. So there's a little, I need you to do a little sort of, not test, but like a little quiz to see where we're going. So we're going to do a which one doesn't belong activity. We're going to do a little practice. How do you graph from a table? Not like the table you eat at, but like a mathematical table. And then the little quizzy kind of thing I want you to practice is babysitting income. And then there's a Desmos activity called Sugar Sugar for you to practice. So here we go. So which one doesn't belong? Why do you think each one doesn't belong? See if you can come up with a reason why each one doesn't belong. If you're doing this together with the class, you guys could all just talk about it. You could talk about it with a partner, or you could just do it in your head. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for you guys, but which one doesn't belong? There's there's a reason why each one doesn't belong. All right. So this is you're going to need this function table sheet, either the paper version, or you can open up a PDF open it up in Notability so you can write on it. So basically you have a function table, which is up at the top, and a graph, which is at the bottom. And we can create, or you practice doing this with marble slides, the marble slides mini golf. These tables are actually coordinates, and you can graph them. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to plot the coordinates. So what I did is I took two, you only need 2 points to make a line. So I picked two of the coordinates, two pairs of the coordinates, and I plotted them. So I plotted the pair 1, 3. So I went over 1 on the x and up 3 on the y. And then I plotted 2, 6. So I went over 2 on the x and up 6. And I have those 2 points. And then I get a straight edge, and I connect those lines. And it's really important that you use a ruler. You may think that you are the best straight line drawer ever, but in this case, it's going to really throw you off if there's a curve. So there's a drawer of rulers in those green drawers. Grab a ruler, just make sure that your points are correct. And then you're going to check out your table, and you're going to say, what do I notice? I notice that there's a difference between 3 and 6 of 3. So that tells me that the coefficient for x is times 3. So then I test out my theory. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So the equation for the table and for the line is 3x. All right, so there's 6 of those to do on one side of the paper. And then it gets a little harder on the back. The back is when you have just a line, and you have to figure out what the equation is from the table. So the first thing is that I only want you to do 7 and 8. I don't want you to do 5 and 6. For some reason, the lines don't line up, and it's really hard to find the points. So to go from a line to a table, you look for points on the line where it intersects with a point where the y and the x intersect. So you're going to see how sometimes the lines cross through that intersection point, and you're going to mark those points. So I marked 3 points. You only need 2 points. I think it's always good to have at least 3, just so you can make sure that there's not something that's off. So my first point is 1, 2. My second point is 2, 4. And my third point is 3, 6. So you see how those are just right on the points where they intersect. They're not in the middle of a square. They're just at that intersection where the x and the y axis meet. And then once I have that, I can look at the table and figure out the equation, which is y equals 2x, right? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. All right, so here is your task. I want you to do babysitting income. So you're creating a babysitting network and trying to decide which fees would help you earn more. So this is kind of like the taxi thing that we did yesterday. So you have a rate of $10 and then $4 per kid per hour. So the more kids you have, the more you have to pay, which seems fair. Or rate B, $20 flat fee and $2 per kid per hour. So the Johnson family wants you to watch their 3 kids. How much would you make for each hour? So make up a table that shows both rate A and B, and then do it for each hour. So do it for like, I don't know, maybe up to 5 hours. All right. So I want you to do that. I want you to make a table that shows the two. All right. Show rate A and rate B. And then I want you to do babysitting income. So you decide to use rate A because they want you to work 15 hours per week with their 3 kids. And that's split across 3 days. So how many weeks would you need to work to save up to $1,000 in your savings account? So use a table to figure that all out. And then when you're all done, there is a Desmos activity for you to do. It's listed in Schoology. And yeah, so that's it. And then tomorrow there is no Desmos activity. Oh, there is a Desmos activity, but there's no video. All right.